Power League 3 is the third entry in the Power League series of baseball games. Okay, I've got a little bit more to say. Power League 3 was released 1 year and 2 days after Power League 2, so it's not like they were dumping these on people every 6 months. And Power League is the best series of baseball games on the PC Engine, for whatever tiny amount that's worth. The Power League series is a blatant copy of Namco's Family Stadium series. They've got the same look, though the PC Engine games look a bit nicer. They play exactly the same, and I think Power League even uses the same fake team names that Family Stadium does. The teams in Power League 3 are stand-ins for all of the teams in the Japanese baseball leagues, and the first letter of the substitute team name matches the first letter of the real team name. Similarly, all of the players in the league are represented here, but they've also had their names slightly tweaked. Power League 3 is an action-based baseball game, as opposed to a stats-based baseball game. So the timing of how you hit the button when you swing the bat has a lot more impact on how the game turns out than the player's stats. There are variations in how they perform based on those stats. Someone who hit a lot of home runs is more likely to hit a home run. Pitchers with a low ERA have better control. The big innovation for Power League 3 is the multiplayer mode. Not two-player mode, because every baseball game allowed for that. But now you can play up to 4 players, with 2-on-2. In those situations with 2 human players on the same team, one player controls offense and the other player controls defense. There's also an edit mode on the main menu, but this doesn't let you update the stats of players. Instead, this is where you go to change the batting order for the teams. Kind of counterintuitive, since that's usually something that occurs when you're about to play, but they separated it out to its own menu option. There's also options so that you can set the number of innings in a game, which would speed up the pennant play a lot. You can also set the difficulty, though your options are normal, hard, and extra hard, and the game defaults to normal. No turning it down so that the computer stops being a perfect fielder. That's the eternal problem with these games. The computer inevitably has perfect control, and it takes a lot of work for a human player to be able to compete on that level. These games are really for 2 people to play against each other. Fortunately, Power League 3 has a nice big map of the field, so when that ball goes up for a pop fly, you can see where everybody is. It's not a perfect solution, but it is a lot better than what we see in other games of this style. Now, sports games typically don't retain much of a following, so inevitably with these, I have trouble finding anyone with anything to say about them. And yet, for some reason, Power League 3 seems to have a pretty big following. I wouldn't call it huge, but it's still more than most sports games on the PC Engine. I found a few people who called Power League 3 the best game in the series. I have to wonder if that happened because Power League 3 was the one that came out when the PC Engine was at the height of its success. But still, people really seem to like this version. Of course, I'm a bit more muted here. It's not my thing, and I struggle to see any real difference between this and Power League 2. If you're going to play a baseball game on the PC Engine, yeah, sure, go for it. Power League 3 is a perfect example of what the genre was doing in 1990. But people looking to go back and play old baseball games is a pretty small niche.